And we do begin with new developments in the Bronx fire tragedy, and we truly are getting a fuller picture of the sadness and the loss. We're putting faces to the names of the people killed. All 17 victims have now been identified, none of them older than 50. And the youngest victim, a toddler just 2 years old. The first funeral was held today. A brother and sister who were 12 and 5. They were laid to rest. We also heard from a father whose daughter did not escape the fire. News 4's Rana Novini has our coverage for us today. She is live in Fordham Heights. Rana.
Yeah, David and Natalie, we heard from that father today and so many other stories here in the Bronx. We're at the mosque where all 17 victims attended, just a few blocks away from where that fire happened. And now people in the community gathering here to be together, to pray and to figure out how to move forward. The call to prayer, a moment of peace, reflection, and for the faithful at this mosque, a moment to grieve.
Anybody living in that building over here, they'll come here. They are a member of this masjid. We know them. I know all of them.
Imam MUSA KABBA says all 17 victims of the Fordham Heights fire were members of MASJIDUR RAHMAH. Their names now officially released. 8 of them children. The youngest just 2 years old. Nearly all immigrants from the Gambia. Their stories now emerging.
We all was together. We trying to escape.
Tijan Janet lost his daughter Sarah, another daughter in critical condition.
And that time I couldn't see her. We all was in that dark, that smoke.
In Harlem, mourners carried the caskets of 2 of the young victims into Timbuktu Islamic Center. It's where many gathered for funeral prayers, saying goodbye to 12-year-old Seydou Toure and his 5-year-old sister Haouwa.
Today was the first one, only 2. You can imagine 15. It would be very traumatic.
Back in the Bronx, trauma countered with community support. The basement of the mosque filled to the brim with donations. It's that care that's helping Haji Toure stay strong. He lost his niece Haja, along with her husband and their 3 children. In the mosque, holding on to his faith is the only answer.
The ones that have passed, the Lord took them back, and they belong to the Lord.
The mosque here is helping coordinate funerals for the rest of the victims. The brother and sister who were remembered today in the funeral prayers in Harlem, they will be buried in Mali, where they are from. The rest of the victims, we're told, are from the Gambia, and families are still deciding whether or not whether they want to bury them here in the Bronx or back home in the Gambia. Again, funeral proceedings for them still to be determined. Reporting live in the Fordham Heights section, Rana Novini, News 4, New York.